Yeah. We're too far, but yeah.
Too far in. Well, welcome to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother, John.
And this is Kiana.
And this program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project at the Community Development and Training Center, a.k.a. See That?
See That.
And we'd like to thank y'all for tuning in and helping us to redefine what's cool, because smart is...
Nanu.
Gangsta.
Baby.
And if you don't know...
Now you know.
Now you know.
Go ahead. Go do the Views Express.
Oh, and every time I do this, I think about Charlie Funk. Right?
Yeah, we definitely.
The Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is an independently produced program. The views, opinions, and statements expressed by hosts, guests, or callers are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views, positions, or policies of Carafesta Radio, 99 Jams, its ownership, management, affiliates, sponsors, or partners.
You heard it here first, baby.
You did. And it's What's on Your Mind Wednesday, y'all. I ain't got a whole lot of notes, so I need y'all to help us with this show today.
Okay.
So what's on your mind? Give us a call, 727-637-2416. Give us a call. Help us today with this program and project. Call us. Let us know what's on your mind.
Today. Okay, so
what's on your mind?
So what's on my mind? I think I might have a slight problem.
Okay. You think you might have a slight problem?
A slight problem.
Okay.
I might just be a workaholic.
Oh, okay. How do you determine whether or not you're a workaholic?
I have too many jobs, maybe.
I mean, that's being black in America trying to stay on top of stuff, ain't it?
It is. But I'm finding myself being creative. Right. No, it really is.
I mean, not even being black, just being
so I
working class in America.
Working class.
Trying to keep up with everything.
Right. And I really like to figure out how to do multiple things at the same time.
Okay.
Right. So like I'm on all these different apps that make it. I will do Instacart. I do Amazon Flex.
Okay.
I do Uber. I got my regular smuggler. I have radio. I have Cheyenne. I manage. Jerish Martin. I got my hands I'm like an octopus. I got it everywhere.
Yeah.
And my auntie told me that I need to rest.
I mean, what's your body saying? Your body and your mind.
My body is saying I need to rest too.
Okay, well, that's what you're listening to. There you go.
Okay, now Charlie Funk said Jay-Z went crazy at the Root picnic.
Yeah, that's what's on your mind. So I did see that. I saw the freestyle, and I did. I liked it.
You liked it?
Yeah.
I knew you would.
I did.
I knew you would.
I did. I really did. How did you know I would?
I just because I just knew you would.
Yeah.
I mean, he did.
And I'm not a Jay-Z fan, but I mean, I appreciate the art.
Right. I kind of figured.
Yeah.
And most people could the fact. Yeah. And the way that he attacked everybody,
man, come on, man. Nah, enough is enough, right?
Right. Because he do stay silent.
He do all the time. I wasn't even mad.
You wasn't even mad?
Yeah, he said the jig is up.
Yeah, he talked about
the jig is up.
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh.
He said, y'all were my mentors.
I didn't look up to y'all. Oh my God.
Your teeth fell out.
Man.
Nah, it's my fault.
God. White folks own your publishing. Go holler at them. You talking tough.
Yeah.
With them owning your publishing. Go get tough with them.
You act.
Yeah.
What did he say? You act maniac.
Okay.
But when you in front of me, you got all.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was definitely one for the culture.
And the king, because
so they were saying if they had to look at who the shots were, who caught shots, right? So
everybody.
Kanye West, they said.
Nicki Minaj, the king, because her husband is Kenneth or something like that, and then he can't come. He got, and then her brother also.
Oh yeah, got
and so the king and your king.
Oh. You gotta love the culture. Yeah. Okay. And you can't pick up the kids.
Right.
Oh my God. So I missed all of that. He did. Charlie Funk. Thank you for that. That
was. And if y'all didn't, Brandy did her thing. I gotta shout out Brandy. Because June's Diary was there
at the Roots Festival. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
And so
nice.
yeah, they did their thing. The harmonies are on point. Like if y'all listen, like the girls can sing.
So let's go back to Jay-Z real quick.
Okay, go back.
Just
I jumped to
shout out to June's Diary and everybody and all of the amazing things. But so like what's next, right? Because now, shots fired. Mm-hmm. Do people respond to Hov?
Dame and Dash done went and tried.
Oh, get your money, Dame. Get your money.
Dame done went in there and said, "You talking about? I just want to know if his breath still stank."
Oh man, yeah.
Like,
I saw that mess. I'm like, come on, Dame.
That was your comeback.
That's the best you got.
Come on.
Yeah, that's the best you could do, Dame.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
But I ain't mad at him because I mean they took some shots. He going around getting his podcast.
But the thing is,
money, right?
They actually
those
they been shooting
videos,
because they been shooting shots at him like everybody been at him, and so he just kind of like stay quiet.
Yeah.
And now,
that's why I appreciate it. Just you know what I mean, for him to finally say something, and then do it in the art and in the culture. You know what I mean, like really keeping it, about the art.
And then he tried to say he had on a wig. Come on, stop it.
I saw that too. Like I said, man, shout out to the whole. But yeah, I'm just wondering if you think that they're going to. Dane was so lame for that. I'm wondering if they're gonna respond. Like, is Nicki Minaj gonna say something?
I mean, Nicki been saying stuff on Twitter. She gonna do what she do.
She been. I guess that's.
Usually all these people, like they say,
but I'm talking about with the art. Like, are they going to use the art form? Like, let's go.
I don't know.
Let's go.
Let's see. Oh, you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Come for the king.
Because I mean, that's the culture. Like the culture started with like, yo, your mama so fat that and so then it started from that to got your mama in the tree. You know what I'm saying? And
so we gotta see.
We come a long way from got your mama in the tree.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
So
yeah.
Listen. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Tiff. Good morning, Janet.
Man, we gotta do. You talking about what's on your mind? So what's on your mind on Wednesday? Give us a call 727-637-2416. Sharonda had something on her mind yesterday.
Oh yeah, I didn't get to watch it.
Fox News. And Sharonda, if you can give us a call, tell us what's on your mind.
Oh, so why you say Fox News? I ain't watch hers, but this is another thing.
It was just something about comments and racism and just creating space. For allowing like having your platform and then allowing the racists to basically dominate and have free reign on the comment section.
All right,
that was my takeaway, Sharonda. If I got it wrong, let me know.
She know the number.
Yeah, 727-637-2416. We want to hear from you.
If you can, because I know she at work.
Yeah.
But listen, so what I will say, like, okay, after the team takeover, we saw it. I seen the young guy got arrested.
Yeah, it's Clearwater incident.
Right, the Clearwater incident.
Okay.
I saw how the news painted it, right?
Yeah.
Like, and I understand, like,
they selling ads and papers too, so
right. But
that.
But then I saw another teens go in there, steal cars, crashing somebody's house. All 4 or 5 of them are injured.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what the police officers say about one? They don't show their faces.
Oh, so you already kind of got
know what it is. Hold on one second. It's probably Sharonda. And then
we might have to do it after the break.
Call right back after the break. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. They say make safer choices over the summer. Like, be careful. Okay. This was not a good decision to make. The way that they framed it for their children, compared to our children,
let's talk about all of those things.
Is a huge problem. And then even with we're looking at the narrative that they're saying for the city worker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The way that they're framing it, not like a horrible accident happened or something.
Tragic. Yeah, none of that.
Fatal crash.
Yeah.
Somebody warned him, to make him
driver was warned, right?
the way that
and the warning was, hey man, look out, somebody over there. You know what I mean? There might be some people down there. Like that.
And again, you can't even hear them because they windows up typically.
Yeah.
And when people talk to people in them trucks, they just wave and keep it moving. Mm-hmm. You know what they say.
Right.
But yeah, so we'll talk about it after the 8 o'clock hour. Because
we're gonna hear from Sharonda. We also got a guest that's gonna be calling in, talking about the Black Alumni Association, what they do in USF. So yeah, we got that. We got What's on Your Mind. We got Would You Rather and Espiona. So yeah, y'all make sure that you come on back. Watch this explainer too. So we got messages about this explainer that we're going to show. Lots of great information. So 7 minutes worth, and we'll be back right after this, y'all. Y'all stick around.
Hey everyone, welcome to the explainer. Today we're unpacking exactly why 2026 is, without a doubt, the absolute most consequential year in St. Petersburg's modern history. We're looking at a definitively transformative 18-month window where foundational decisions on our leadership, our urban core, and climate resilience are all literally colliding at once. Honestly, I want you to picture the ultimate chaotic juggling act. Imagine a frantic resident trying to balance a massive baseball stadium, a swirling storm cloud, and a giant tax bill. Because, well, that's exactly what voters are facing right now. We aren't just picking a mayor this cycle. No, we are voting on the literal physical and financial future of the Sunshine City for the next 50 years. Okay, here's our quick roadmap for today. First, the 2026 St. Pete Crucible. Then, that billion-dollar baseball deal. Third, we'll hit the $600 million climate question. Fourth, taxes and municipal power. And finally, number 5, your actual 2026 action plan.
All right, let's jump right into part 1, the 2026 St. Pete Crucible. This is that definitively transformative 18-month window.
So, for residents, these are the absolute critical deadlines you need to circle on your calendar right now. Your window for shaping the city really kicks off with the candidate qualifying deadline on May 29th. From there, we're sprinting straight into the August 18th primary election. And if no one secures a clear majority, the whole thing culminates in the monumental November 3rd general election. These dates are the exact focal points where all these massive local issues are going to be decided. Looking at the board, we've got a pretty crowded executive contest. And just to be clear, we aren't endorsing anyone here, just neutrally looking at the options. We have incumbent Mayor Ken Welch, whose platform is deeply tied to his 86-acre redevelopment plan and a massive climate bond. But he's facing formidable challengers. You've got former Governor Charlie Crist, who obviously brings huge name recognition, and current City Council member Brandy Gabbard, who's been fiercely critical of exactly how infrastructure spending is being distributed across different districts. The political stakes for residents here? Yeah, they couldn't be higher.
Moving into part 2, the billion-dollar baseball deal. This is the historic gas plant versus the Tampa pitch.
Now, there is a fascinating dual-track race happening right now. In St. Pete, the city is actively selecting developers this May for the historic gas plant district. This is an 86-acre site that represents the largest redevelopment opportunity in the entire region, especially with the Tropicana Field lease expiring soon. But meanwhile, right across the bay, Tampa is debating a $2.3 billion ballpark proposal for the Rays over at the Hillsborough Community College campus, and they are racing toward a June 1st deadline for binding agreements. But the absolutely crucial point here is this staggering number, $1.065 billion. That's the proposed public contribution the Rays are asking for from Hillsborough County and the city of Tampa to make their new stadium a reality. It's a massive funding stack that relies heavily on tourist development taxes and community investment tax dollars. And as you might expect, it has sparked some fierce cross-party debate.
And this quote perfectly captures the exact tension voters and officials are wrestling with. Tampa City Council member Bill Carlson says he's fiscally conservative and wants to make sure public money is used wisely, but he also acknowledges the stadium would go in a place that could really use the development. It's kind of the ultimate municipal dilemma, right? Is it a billion-dollar public giveaway, or is it a transformative anchor for mixed-use development?
Okay, shifting gears to part 3, the $600 million climate question, also known as the St. Pete Agile Resilience Bond. Look, recent hurricanes like Helene and Milton completely exposed the vulnerabilities in St. Pete's aging infrastructure. Right now, the city uses a pay-as-you-go approach funded strictly by utility fees. The problem? That's going to take until 2050 to finish necessary upgrades, carrying a huge risk of inflation and delays. So officials are proposing a general obligation or GEO bond to front-load $600 million right now. This would accelerate 5 years of projects to harden the city's stormwater and sewer systems. Let's translate this massive bond directly to your kitchen table. If voters approve the bond, the cost gets distributed across property taxes, adding an estimated $96 annually per $100,000 of taxable property value. But if the bond fails and the city tries to accelerate these projects through the existing model, households could face a staggering $486 hike in their utility rates.
But this definitely isn't an easy sell. Councilmember Mike Harding raises a really fascinating philosophical question. How do we go through that process of how resilient is too resilient? When you spend millions hardening one single water plant so it doesn't shut down for 12 hours, well, that's money you can't spend anywhere else. Plus, candidates like Brandy Gabbard are pointing out that these proposed projects aren't evenly distributed across the city's districts. So it's this massive debate over equity and economic timing.
All right, diving into part 4, taxes and municipal power. We're talking fiscal squeezes and the Duke Energy expiration.
While the city is considering taking on $600 million in bond debt, they are simultaneously facing a huge state-level threat. Looming state legislation, specifically House Bill 201, threatens to completely eliminate non-school property taxes on homesteaded properties. If that passes, St. Pete's revenue would plummet by $140 million. To put that in perspective, after paying for police and fire, the city would have barely anything left over to split among parks, recreation, and community enrichment.
And at the exact same time, the city's 30-year franchise agreement with Duke Energy expires in August 2026. Because of this, St. Pete is currently studying whether it's feasible to officially break up with Duke entirely and create its own municipal electric utility. Essentially, a city-owned public utility that provides electricity directly to residents to try and gain control over rates, grid resilience, and renewable energy goals. Okay, bringing it all home with Part 5, your 2026 action plan. Let's look at key deadlines and advocacy points. Your voice is absolutely the deciding factor in all of this. So, here's your action plan. Step 1, track the Community Benefits Advisory Council, or CBAC, committee selections this May, because they are going to advise on that massive gas plant district. Step 2, keep a close eye on Tampa's June 1st stadium deadline, as that will ripple across the entire Bay. And Step 3, definitely the most important, show up and vote in the August 18th primary and the November 3rd general election. With all these massive, definitive municipal forces colliding in this single 18-month window, the ultimate question is, how will you step up to shape the future of St. Petersburg? Between a redefined downtown, a $600 million climate bond, and looming state tax cuts, will it be a city crippled by fiscal austerity or a modernized, resilient hub of the Gulf Coast? The power is quite literally on your ballot. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. Keep asking questions, stay informed, and definitely get ready for 2026.
Out of a neighbouring terminal. A lot of flights have been suspended from there. This is an airport that only just opened.
Yeah.
Guess what?
We back.
We're back.
We're
back. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. And we want to welcome you back to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother, John.
And this is Kiana.
And this program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project at the Community Development and Training Center, a.k.a. See That?
See that?
And we'd like to thank y'all for tuning in, helping us to redefine what's cool, because smart is
The new
gangsta.
baby.
And if you don't know,
Now you know.
now you know. Now you know.
It's a lot on my mind this Wednesday.
Okay,
you want to
what's on
do
your
the?
mind?
You want to do our thing
The
first?
Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is an independently produced program. The views, opinions, and statements expressed by hosts, guests, or callers are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views, positions, or policies of Carafesta Radio. 99 Jams, its ownership, management, affiliates, sponsors, or partners.
You better know.
You know who else have a workaholic spirit?
Who?
Shayna. Hey,
Okay.
Shayna.
A workaholic spirit. You got that workaholic spirit, girl. What you do with that workaholic spirit? You
You just-
channel it and
And you
use it
just
and
work. Just work.
I don't know if it's workaholic.
I don't know.
I mean, I work a lot, but I don't know if it would qualify as a
and
workaholic.
it don't like.
Yeah. Good morning, Miss Teresa.
Good morning.
You were on my mind this morning, Miss Teresa. I'm happy to see you. I sent the prayer up for you this morning, Miss Teresa. Yeah.
Look, she said I worked all 3 jobs yesterday.
Right.
Just do it.
Yeah. No, you gotta stay busy, man.
No, you really do.
Yeah,
like you
life
got
is
to be
for the
creative.
life is for the living. I won't say stay busy, because there's a difference between being busy and being productive.
Right. You want to stay productive.
Yeah, you definitely want to be productive.
I will say, shout out that the gas have went down.
Okay.
I wanted to stay.
For how long?
I don't know.
Okay.
That's why I said I wanted to stay.
There we go.
But I don't know.
It's What's on Your Mind Wednesday. We got a call on the line.
What's on your mind? And it's probably Mrs. Davis, because she was on before the break. So if it's you, say holla.
Holla.
What's on your mind?
Listen, good morning, y'all. So yesterday, it wasn't about that, and that's what I was trying to explain to people.
Okay.
It wasn't about those kids.
Okay.
That happened and whatever. It's about Fox 13. It's always racial comments that they let onto their social media page when they could easily block, ignore, and not have offensive comments on there. And they have somebody working their social media. So there's no excuse.
Right.
There's no excuse, but they let them sit there and they let it go on and on and on. And this is not the first time. Like, it was on there bad about the kids, but this is not the first time they did it. They doing it with the garbage truck man. They did it with the Martin Luther King parade. They did it with just anything that's news bound.
Mm-hmm.
Is that y'all? Or me?
Yeah, that was us. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
I
but
got
anything that's on their news feed that's regarding anybody African American.
Yeah.
And it's crazy.
Wow.
It is crazy.
Wow.
And it shouldn't be allowed. And the more people say, oh, it's just Fox News, it's like that Southern old yes master kind of mentality.
So what was the comments? What were they saying? That was like that got you so.
It's just Fox News. Oh, it's nothing.
No, I mean, like, what? Give me some examples of the comments if you can. Just like, what were the things that you was like, they should have blocked this and they should have flagged this when you saw a comment?
Some of it I don't even want to repeat.
Okay.
Like something like, you know what I'm saying? And it's one, I'm gonna blast him out today because I found out he work at All Children, so I'm gonna tag All Children.
Okay.
And see if they allow this at their facility.
From their workers,
because why would we need to be tranquilized?
Oh, that was what he said. That's what I mean. Let's say examples of things that they talked about. So one of them said we need to be tranquilized. And,
exactly.
Okay, and then I saw somebody saying something about monkeys. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And they did they ever take them down, or are they still there?
No, they're still there. They're still there.
Wow.
Now, would that fall in, like, even though I agree with you, but would that fall in like freedom of speech?
No, that's not. It's a thing with freedom of speech, but then it's a thing of taking freedom of speech too far.
Yeah.
So social media shouldn't be a place for people to bluntly be racist. I'm sorry. Especially on a platform that's supposed to be news, supposed to be giving people news about what's going on in the area. So what? If you got that on your mind, put that on your page.
Yeah.
Don't put that on a page that's blatantly open for people to look and see the media.
Yeah.
Like, come on now. At the end of the day, understand freedom of speech, but freedom of speech that on your page. And then Facebook shouldn't allow it either because they don't want you saying certain other things on Facebook.
Nah, so we'll agree with you on that one.
Yeah. No,
Facebook should flag it.
No, that's absolutely true. Well, thank you for calling. I appreciate you sharing what's on your mind. And I saw it again. I clicked on it. I was moving. But I did see, like, I saw the original post, and then I saw a part of the live video. So thank you, Sharonda, for calling in, sharing what's on your mind. It's What's on Your Mind Wednesday. And Sharonda was just talking about the comment section of the Fox News. And so that brings up this question around, like, what's free speech? And like your page, your rules. Is that what we talking about here? As Sharonda said, like, you can say what you want to on your page, but you can't get in the comment section on the news page and just say this kind of stuff. And the news page should be filtering these comments out and not allowing people to be blatantly racist on their posts. What are your thoughts? Let us know, y'all. What y'all think about that? Is it okay to create space for people to just be blatantly racist?
Well, if you look at a lot of those,
in the name of free speech.
So I'm going to say, when you look at all of those pages, when you look at,
I know the Times comment section used to be off the chain too.
They still, like, when you look at
I don't even mess with them no
I
more.
don't really look at it because they say a lot of stuff they won't say to you in person. right on
Twitter fingers.
Yes,
yeah.
on the thing.
Yeah. All right, so let's see. Let's see. Y'all be forgetting. We stay in the most racist state, though. That's right. This is Florida. Don't forget that.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what social media is, though. We have to use discernment and not follow or view these pages. So that's an angle.
Yeah.
If you don't want to see it, don't follow that page.
I just don't really look at it. This is what I do.
I just joined the Black Conservatives group.
Oh,
yeah.
Send me an invite.
Okay. Let me in. I'm going to see what the Black Conservatives be talking about.
Please send me an invite. Please.
Yeah.
Please.
But that's another good point. If you don't want to see it, then because I'm sure there's some stuff out there. Because I'll say it like this: like my time, you curate your timeline, right? And so the stuff you see on your timeline, is reflective of something. Like it's not random, right?
Right.
And so there's things that like my wife will see that I don't see.
Yeah.
And it's other. I'm trying to not put nobody out there, right? But I've seen some things where it's like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and unfollow this because this ain't really what I want to have showing up on my timeline.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, we don't really need to be friends because like I'm looking at your page and all of this stuff that you posting ain't nothing that's really.
And usually, you know what I'll do? I'll unfollow. I won't unfriend.
Yeah.
I just it won't come up on my
on
time,
your feed. Yeah.
On my feed. And I think for me, freedom of speech. I hate the narrative when people go in there like, okay, like our children right now, we can see what's going on, but again, we act like fights don't happen at the beach all the time.
Yeah.
And they act like there's not tons of children that's at the beach without their parents there all the time. Now, just because you see a lot of Black children there at this point, now it's a problem. But it's a lot of white kids that go to the beach. I'm a beach goer.
Yeah.
So I see them all the time now. And so
here's
go
what
ahead.
No, what you just said, it reminded me of something that I saw on my timeline. It's what's on your mind Wednesday. So you being a beach goer, you being, people gather and they go to the beach, right? Right. This was just, more than usual, but it's the last day of school. So you think about the timing, right? Like you said, we used to go to Adventure Island.
Right.
And when that crowd came, they probably was like, oh my God, it's going to be one of them days because, this that crowd, right?
Yeah.
But you provide the service and you do what you there to do.
Right.
And we did what we was there to do. But I think that so that's one part of it. But then the second part, I saw a post. Shout out to one of our neighbors, Miss Essie. I appreciate you and all that you do. Unseen, because she ain't like really out front with it, but she do a lot. And so, but she posted a video with some children sitting on the curb, and they were being held by the police, right? And what her post was saying was like basically highlighting we need to have something for these children to do, right? And we've been saying that for years now, right?
Right.
And now it's really being made, a highlight because of recent incidents. But when she sent that picture of it was 3 young Black men sitting on the curb with the police standing there, you know how they have you. And I'm like, oh my God, like this is so triggering because I remember like that was us. That was our generation, heavily policed. Now, if it's 3 or 4 of y'all together, now all of a sudden,
it's a problem.
It's a problem. Like this, like giving slave codes. I'm wearing my white tee. We like all of us used to wear white t-shirts. They called us a gang. It's like, no, we just
well, white tee. Everybody go to the store and grab a white tee. That's just that's what they do.
Yeah.
And so,
but that don't make us a gang. Like we didn't say, okay, our thing is gonna be we gonna all wear white tees and now we're a gang. It was just like that was just a part of the dress code. Like we used to wear Dickies. Yeah. And everybody who got on Dickies not a member of a gang or like we used to wear Chuck Taylors.
So,
like
when you see the other culture and they all got on polo, they're not a gang. Yeah. They all got on Tommy Hilfiger. Yeah. They're not a gang at this point because it has a name on it. Because you'll see they all have the same brand on. Yeah. Same thing.
But then you start identifying them and categorizing them. But my concern is this, like hearing these narratives about teen takeovers and, large crowds. Now, what about small crowds? What about, young Black men that's just walking, just hanging out in the park? Like, are we making it okay now for them to just pull up on these children and start asking them, you know what I mean? Because these are still children.
They are.
You know what I mean? And so I'm just like, okay, is that the response to this? We need to be careful with how we respond, because they respond by criminalizing and putting everybody in this, broad bucket.
And then I want to say something. We got to find something for these teens to do. Isn't going to the beach something for them to do?
That is.
The beach is an outing.
Yeah, the beach is something to do.
Right.
They're doing something.
Right. You know what I mean? Now you
do go to the beach. What they saying in the comments? Let's see.
White tees versus white hoodies.
Okay, white tees versus white hoodies. Didn't see that.
Well, hoods.
Oh, white tees versus white hoods. That's what's up, UB. So on the freedom of speech, UB says freedom of speech is their right to say what they want. It gives you an idea of where people stand.
Right.
I would rather know than not know. Thank you very much for that. Ms. Teresa, practically all public pages for news outlets, the City of St. Pete, Joy Reid's, and Don Lemon's page, and national news pages have derogatory and or racist comments.
They do.
Yeah, that's the comment section. Like that's what they do. That's what they do in the comment section.
They listen.
Yeah. So if you bothered by what you see in the comment section.
Like I told you,
how do you handle that?
One time
you get in the comment section and you see something that's blatantly racist. What do you do? Is that the moment to say, you know what, this is unacceptable? I'm going to email the president of the company. I'm going to some people like have that type of energy.
You know what? Sometimes you catch me on the right day. You might get some time out of me, and I might start talking about your mama.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. you in the comments with them.
Yeah. Your mama.
You reply to.
Yeah.
Hey,
sometimes.
You racist.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm racist at whatever. We about to engage today.
Right. So I might.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But usually I don't have time.
So, and this was another part of what I saw, Sharonda. This is What's on Your Mind Wednesday. We were talking about Sharonda Davis's advocacy around the comment section earlier. And so when does staying silent make you complicit? Like if you don't say nothing? Because that was another part of her post. She was like, we got to say something. People need to say something. If nobody's saying anything about them allowing these comments, what does not saying anything lead to?
So I think there's sometimes that you need to stand up and say something, and some stuff. You pick your battles.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I can't tell you what battles to pick because those are yours. I can tell you which ones I'm going to pick and which one I'm not going to pick. And if you're strongly about it, I guarantee you can find other people that feel strongly about that issue with you, and you link up with them and y'all do what y'all do.
This is a great comment as well. Janet Michelle, some rage bait because they know your attention is currency. They get likes and clicks and revenue. Social media rewards racism.
It does.
So yeah, but and you're right. Thank you for that, Janet Michelle, with the rage bait piece, right? Because when I see it, sometimes I wonder, is this even a real person? Because they have bots that engage, and it's like, you know what I mean? And like Sharonda said, they are real people. They got real jobs, and she's trying to find them. Yeah, you about to lose your job. But I'm really one of those, particularly with people on social media and just seeing how they. I don't let that stuff move me.
No, but I will agree with.
It's a lot that don't move me.
It's a lot. Some stuff move me, and you'll hear what moves me, right?
Sure.
But I'm not mad at Sharonda either about finding. Let me tell you, finding one of them and realizing, because if you're working at All Children, that's the center where all of our children. And if you think that they're monkeys, that they need to be what she said,
tranquilized,
and all this other stuff.
Yes.
No, they
somebody need to have a conversation.
They need to sit there because again, you're working in the public where you are a public service. You're supposed to be taking care of people, and if you have this dislike or hatred for people, then your job probably do need to know that. And
that's what Nurse Miko, her advocacy is around, the positions and ways that these people are showing up in these hospitals and these spaces. So absolutely. Charlie Funk, I literally will read through comments lately, and instead of engage, because it's rage bait anyway, I just giggle and unfollow the post. Yeah, I do that too. I'm telling you, I'm entertained.
Sometimes, some of the stuff. You'll tell some of the stuff.
Yeah, because sometimes they be good. It's like, ooh. If I wasn't me, I'd be mad as all get out right now. But I'm me, so I ain't gonna let that bother me.
I'm gonna tell you what really what really get under my skin, especially when you're talking about Black men and our children.
Yeah, that is a button for you. Yeah, that is a button for you.
It's really, and it has been for years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That is a button.
It is a button because I hate the narrative, and just like we looking at the beach, and you let 8 children. Be the determining factor for thousands.
Yeah. So while you mention that, I do have an article. I was going to talk about it earlier in the week. So as we're on that, it's What's on Your Mind Wednesday, y'all. The lines are open. Whatever's on your mind, feel free. Give us a call, 727-637-2416. We love to hear from y'all this morning. So the question was justice before trial. It's a conversation about bail, fairness, and who gets the benefit of the doubt. So looking at this, one of the questions about the criminal justice system, should your freedom before trial depend on how much money you have, right? Should your freedom before trial depend on how much money you have? And does everyone truly receive the same presumption of innocence?
No, they do not. Because you see the narrative, when it's Black, they already criminalize them. And so they're tainting the community before you even go to trial. So if you see these children, oh, look at them, they're out of control. Where teen takeovers, the narrative of them is that like they're unloved, they're unwanted, they're out of control.
Their parents are just
they're out here just wreaking havoc across the world, right? And that's the narrative that they tell you when they start talking about it. Then you will see when there's white children doing the same thing, oh, they need to make better decisions and all of this. There's a little bit more pampering and softness that's given to them that's not given to us. So they're already painting us as monsters and giving people reasons to give the other people passes.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely right. So here's 2 particular cases. So it's 2 young men, both were teenagers, both were accused of serious crimes, yet their experiences with the justice system could not look more different. One is the story of Kalief Browder. They actually did a documentary on Kalief Browder, and the other is the story of Timothy Hudson. Kalief Browder in 2010, Kalief Browder was arrested at the age of 16 and accused of stealing a backpack. He was never convicted. He was never found guilty. He maintained his innocence. But because his family could not afford bail, Kalief spent nearly 3 years at Rikers Island awaiting trial. Much of that time was spent in solitary confinement. Eventually, prosecutors dropped the case, but the damage had been done. Years later, after struggling with the trauma he experienced, Kalief died by suicide.
I was going to say he committed suicide.
Yep.
And just think, at that young age, you're put there, it breaks you mentally.
Yeah.
And even grown men.
Rikers Island, 16, accused of stealing a backpack, and you locked up for 3 years.
For a backpack.
Yeah. And then they eventually dropped the charges.
And so the system is
you
made.
Lost your teenage, like the prime of your teenage years.
And you're scared.
Yeah. You think from 16 to 19, right? Like they just changed your whole life, right? Over a backpack. So now you go to the case of Timothy Hudson. Timothy Hudson, also a teenager, is accused of far more serious case. Prosecutors allege that he sexually assaulted his stepsister, strangled her, concealed her body, and attempted to destroy the evidence. Hudson has pleaded not guilty and remains presumed innocent until proven guilty. However, unlike Kalief Browder, he is reportedly awaiting trial at home under electronic monitoring. So the question is not, was Timothy Hudson guilty and was Kalief innocent? The courts determined guilt and innocence allegedly. The question is, why do some people await trial at home while others sit in jail for months or years before ever being convicted?
It is a money thing.
Yeah.
You got to be able to afford, but a backpack, the bond shouldn't have been that expensive for a back. They should have let him out for R&R.
Go home
about this backpack. Just like you seen where the store owner killed the guy.
They just found him not guilty.
Right,
for that. Yeah.
Which is crazy. But stealing water, even if he did, is not worth his life.
Yeah.
You get this water at a discounted price and mark it up. You're making so much money off that water.
Yeah.
One water paid for a whole case.
I'm trying to find that story for context for those who don't have it, but I hear you.
But again, then our system is set up. What I do hate is also us as Black folks fall in the narrative with them.
Yeah.
And then we start, and I'm not saying we don't make people accountable for their actions, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's consequences for your actions, but the consequences should match, the crime.
So this, what you're referring to is a South Carolina jury acquitted a convenience store owner of murder on Monday.
And he didn't even steal the water.
It was a Monday. So they found him not guilty of murder in the 2023 shooting death of 14-year-old Cyrus Carmack Beaton. Chow, that's his name, Rick Chow, fatally shot the teenager in the back after chasing him over a falsely suspected shoplifting incident involving 4 bottles of water. Key details here, they says on May 28, 2023, at the Express Mart Shell Station in Columbia, South Carolina, Chow and his son pursued Carmack Beaton after wrongly accusing him of stealing 4 water bottles. Authorities stated that the surveillance footage actually shows the teen returning the water to the cooler. Chow chased the teenager for more than 130 yards, that's longer than a football field, ultimately shooting him in the back. The defense argument says that Chow, who is licensed to carry a concealed weapon, testified and maintained that he acted in self-defense to protect his son, claiming that the teen pointed a gun at them. Prosecutors argued that Chow acted in anger, noting the teen was unarmed and simply running away when he was shot. The outcome, so after deliberating for about 8 hours, a Richard County jury found Chow not guilty of murder. The acquittal has sparked outrage and protest in Columbia area, drawing national attention to the case that South Carolina self-defense laws suck, basically. Reports also surfaced during the trial that Chow had previously shot at suspected shoplifters in 2015 and 2018, claiming self-defense in those incidents as well. But still, not even a lesser charge.
No, but Sharon said because they charged him with first degree with no option. Go ahead.
Yeah, because they charged him with first degree with no options of charging him for manslaughter or second degree. And so because of the way that they charged him, that's how he was able to be acquitted. He was acquitted of first degree murder, which is like premeditated, right?
Right. And first degree. So let me tell you. So first degree murder is hard to prove.
Okay.
One.
Okay.
And they know that. And so the lesser charge. So now, when they went to first degree murder and then no option to charge him with manslaughter. And that right there is crazy within itself.
Mm-hmm. Wow. You're right, Janet. He was a baby. 14.
And you're seeing this.
Yeah.
Right. And then
but that's the thing. They like adultify. That was the thing. They adultify our children. That's what they call it. Adultification of our
They adultify our children and then make the other kids still children.
Yeah.
And they seen that again, our children will really be in poverty, right? And struggling and will sell you an ounce of weed. And then they're in trouble. They want to put them in juvie and do all this other stuff.
Right.
The other children would give you a whole room of coke.
Yeah.
And then, oh no, we don't want to charge them with because we don't want to mess up their life.
I remember that was the thing. Like they don't want to charge them because they said they didn't want to mess up their future. So for those who don't know, adultification is the process where children are perceived and treated as adults, being older, more knowledgeable, and more responsible than they actually are. This strips youth of their development rights to innocence, vulnerability, and immaturity. It frequently manifests in dangerous forms of implicit bias. And whose children do you think get adultified?
Our children. And you look at our children, we see it. They will get in trouble and then they have this pipeline. Again, we are a school to pipeline to prison, right?
Yep.
We see it. They start to get in trouble at 10 and 11, and they've been in the system all their life, and you never given them a chance to really, to really figure it out without locking them up. And we know locking people up is not a solution.
No. And so for y'all who just tuning in, it is What's on Your Mind Wednesday. And if you've been here the whole time, y'all see we done hopped around a little bit. So you got some open loops on conversations. We went from this one to that one. Yeah. So if you're tracking and you're following it, thank y'all for following it. But just know that it's What's on Your Mind Wednesday. So we were having a conversation about the bail system and why do some people await trial at home while others sit in jail, or people sit in jail for years without ever being convicted. And so
in certain crimes, I think the bail should fit the crime.
Okay.
And typically it does. Typically.
So they said the purpose of bail is supposed to be making sure that a defendant returns to court. It's also supposed to protect public safety. It is not supposed to be punishment, because legally people are presumed innocent until guilty. There's been criticism for years over the cash bail system because it creates two systems. One system for people with money, and if you got money, you go home, you continue working, and you also can help prepare your defense.
Well, you see,
because
they ain't let Diddy out.
Yeah,
and he got all the money.
Well, those are the charges, and then you got people. So people without money, and I guess
he was black.
Yeah,
Look, Diddy was black.
Okay,
with money, and he didn't get out. Yeah. But you saw the whites with money.
Man, you got white poor people getting out. It's privilege. So people without money, they sit in jail, they lose their jobs, lose your housing, lose opportunities, face pressure to accept plea deals even before conviction. And so that's what led to that question. Should freedom before trial depend on whether they're a danger to the community or whether they can actually just afford to get out?
I was at the court system. I saw a white man, clear as day, need to go to jail. And he pleaded on how it was important that his family need him. He need a job. And first the judge was a little hesitant, but the more he talked, she was like, okay. She ended up letting him go. Now, mind you, I think his crime was like prostitution,
okay,
and like some other stuff. And
what he told the judge, come on, judge, it ain't tricking if you got it. Man, I gotta get back to my friend.
But I've seen other people come in there with lesser things in that same courtroom, and there was no grace given. Again, they don't give us grace. They see black and brown, and they already say you are a criminal, and you are whatever they said that you did it plus more. And even though we didn't find out about it, we're gonna get you for what we didn't find out about.
So this is another. This is also part of What's on Your Mind Wednesday. I'm about to take another turn, y'all. So if y'all riding, this is kind of that free thought.
Go ahead, ride on that.
But as you say that, right, when you're talking about, so we talk about systems, and we're talking about the way the system is designed, and how deck is stacked against us. There's also been conversations. This is another part of the Black conservative group, right? So I told y'all I'm in this Black conservatives
I can't wait to get in a
Facebook group. And one of the things that is coming up in this group is stop blaming the system and accept accountability and responsibility for the decisions that you make.
Okay, so two things can be true at the same time.
Okay.
Right, you do need to accept responsibility for the action you made, but sometimes the system may make you do things, and it's put you in a situation that's not necessarily fair. And you see the system, and I hate when people say that. One, because they think that they're above the system.
Okay.
They haven't. You see the Black conservatives, they really think that like they're their friends for real. Like they get a pass because they think like them until something happens.
That's the way Black people is with white liberals and Democrats. Right. You think that them people are your friends.
And I'm not saying they're not, but what I'm saying, you think that you get the same pass as them because you think like them. And then when you do what they do, you don't get the pass they get. Right. And then I want to see if you're still singing that same song.
Yeah.
Right.
Once you don't get the pass.
Right.
Yeah.
Because we saw it on January 6th. Who was the first one to get arrested?
Rodney Jenkins.
There you go. But y'all all doing the same thing.
Yeah, but he gonna sit and everybody else got a bond.
Yeah,
everybody else can bail out. Yeah.
Right, but they looked at you and was like, "Oh no,
yeah,
you the criminal."
Yeah.
They not, but y'all did the same thing.
So you call in, let us know what do you think when you hear that, when people say stop blaming the system and just accept responsibility for the decisions that you make. What are your thoughts on that? Just that statement or that idea. And I hear you. Two things can be true at the same time.
It is.
Yeah,
because I think as a Black woman, I beat the odds, right?
Yeah.
I think as a Black man, you done beat the odds.
Yeah.
You don't fall into the narrative that they say. And so I do think that you can beat the odds, right? But I also think that some people are not set up and don't have the tools or wasn't given the tools. And now we're blaming them for not having the tools to beat the system.
Yeah, I hear that. So here's an analogy that I've used, and you just brought this back to me, right? So they say, teach a man how to fish. Mm-hmm. No, you give him a fish, you feed him for a day. Teach him how to fish, you feed him for a lifetime.
Right.
So now you done taught the man how to fish, right? Mm-hmm. Now you know how to fish, but you don't have a pole.
Right.
So you accept responsibility, you go get a pole. Okay,
right.
I got a pole. All right, I got bait, I got a bucket. Now you go to the lake, but the lake got a fence around it, and somebody say you need a permit in order to fish in this lake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, I have the knowledge, right? I have the tools, but now there's an access issue. You see what I'm saying?
And I'm real hungry.
And now I'm hungry. I need these fish, but you have a process in place that's going to limit. First, it was hard for me to get the knowledge of how to fish, but I fought through all of that, went through the system, had to unlearn, because the way that y'all taught me to fish was benefiting you.
Right.
It didn't benefit me. So now I actually know how to fish and benefit myself and my family. So I've overcome that part of it. Didn't have tools, didn't have resources. So now I actually got a pole, I actually got bait, I actually got a bucket. And now when I get to the lake, so that's what my kind of the picture for me when we have these conversations about systems change. It is true. You have to have both parts of that, because if you're not owners of the land where the lake is, that's another part of these conversations. So,
and you look at it like people who go, so you're talking about fishing.
Yeah.
You go in there, fishing, like what you're supposed to have fishing license.
Yeah.
Right? If you go out there to the pier, they can't then you're fishing.
This is a systemic thing. Yeah.
The fish in the ocean don't belong to nobody but the ocean.
Hello, somebody. Hello, somebody.
But you have to have a permit.
Yeah, to go get the fish out the ocean
that nobody owns. Not one person.
Somebody own the access though. But that's
but even if you don't own the access, like
that's politics too, right? Because somebody advocated and said, "Hey, we need to keep them fish out there. You can't take them kind of fish."
All right.
Somebody passed a law that said we need to have so many of them fish out there.
That's fine. I throw that fish back.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
We can't do snook.
But that's a political decision.
Yeah. Right. So
right. Somebody advocated and said, "Hey, man, we got a problem with the snook." And they talked to somebody somewhere that said, okay, well, the way we're going to solve this problem with the snook is by passing a law.
And then, like, you take me, and I go out there fishing. Like, I go fishing. I don't know what fish is what fish.
You don't know if that's a snook, a brim, or whatever.
A white.
I got one.
That's
the fish you caught one.
And there you go. And that fish going with me.
Look, the views expressed. No. What's on your mind? When we're talking about systems change, and there's a concept of, this idea that's always espoused when you hear people point out and highlight the contradictions in the system.
Yeah,
you start getting told to stop blaming the system and just accept responsibility for the decisions that you make.
And it would be really simple to not blame the system if the system was created equal across the board.
Well, that's Janet Michelle. She said they would say that in a system designed to uphold and protect their greed, racism, and violence. So if they designed the system to benefit them, they're gonna say, well, you got to follow the system. You got to trust the system. You got to trust the process. And then when you start highlighting the contradictions with it, they say, well, stop that and just accept responsibility for your own
I know,
self.
and yeah,
Pull yourself up by your own bootstraps.
You didn't have to go to jail. You
decided to do that. That was the decision that you made. Yeah.
And you're right.
Yeah.
But why did I decide this decision? Some people go out here and do stupid stuff and you be like, nah, you really ain't do that. But then some people really had, like, I'm hungry. I haven't eaten.
The illusion of choice. Yeah.
Right. Like, no, I'm really thirsty. So, like, if I'm still in the water, a water.
Yeah.
That means that I'm in dire need.
But he didn't even steal it.
He didn't. Yeah. No, he did not.
Yeah. And is that something to kill somebody over?
No, a bottle of water. Ain't nothing in the store worth killing nobody
which
over.
one of these products in here that
it's worth somebody's life.
Take somebody's life for?
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't go in there.
I want you to equate to me whatever product you have on the shelf in this convenience store that's worth actually taking somebody's life, particularly somebody that's running away from you.
Right. So they didn't pull a gun on you. You're not threatened. They didn't ask you for your money.
Yeah.
Nothing like that. But you took a life for something that was on that shelf. Ain't nothing on that shelf worth nobody's life.
Yeah. Wow. All right. So that's what's on your mind Wednesday. Y'all give us a call, 727-637-2416. Ray J got knocked out. I saw the Ray J video. So it was, I don't know what the setup for the fight was, but
I don't know.
But apparently Ray J
in Miami, Ray J.
Who was that he was fighting?
Some content creator, influencer.
That's how they doing it nowadays. So they using these. I mean, get your money, man. But they using content creators to promote these types of events, and they making a lot of money off of these. People showing up and betting on these different things. So it's like a whole nother industry that's being created.
And I think Ray J is a good clickbait.
Yeah.
Right. Like
you talk about clickbait.
Yeah, I think Ray J is that person.
So I saw the whole, not the whole fight, but I saw when he got knocked out. And then I saw his after fight interview.
Yeah.
And in his after fight interview, he was basically saying that wasn't the plan. Like we were supposed to do this a different way, basically implying that the fight was fixed. And the dude went off script and knocked
I think Ray J
put a Martin Lawrence size lump on his head.
And I think that fakes too. Like I think that's all makeup and I like just
really? You don't think the lump is real?
No.
Really?
No.
You think he just clickbaiting?
I think Ray J is just clickbait. Like I just think Ray J do what Ray J do.
Wow. All right. Well, that was in the headlines. And I mean, just kind of in my timeline. Also, we want to let y'all know, man, candidates, if you're an attention candidate, if you're running for office, the qualifying is closed. So the candidates who are running are the candidates who are running. So if you're running for office in 2026 and you're looking for a real way to connect with the people and the voters, 99 Jams, the Berg has a space for you. You can underwrite a show, build your audience, and share your message. Our listeners tune in because they trust the voices of the station, the culture, the conversation, and the connection. Underwriting a show is one of the most effective ways to introduce yourself, highlight your platform, and stay in front of the people that you want to serve. Your message stays local. Your support strengthens Black media, and your campaign gets consistent visibility. So if you want to reach the heart of St. Pete, this is where you do it. For underwriting information, rates, and to lock in your spot, send us a message in our DM for the Breakfast Club, or you can hit us up and at the contact button on 99jamstheberg.com. There was a candidate forum last night, District 6, City Council candidate forum.
Yeah, Enoch Davidson.
I don't know. I didn't go. I saw Janet Michelle was over there.
Okay.
And she gave like an after action summary, like what it was about. And so thank you, Janet, for your engagement and participation. And one of the things that she said was like all of the candidates, sound good. They got their different platforms, ways that they are planning on doing it. So, you got to do your research for sure. But definitely thank you to the people who are hosting these forums, creating the spaces for people to be able to interview those who want to serve. Like that's how I look at those candidate forums. Like that's a space for you. You think about it like this. If you're the owner of a establishment and you want to hire somebody to run that establishment, right, or to be on your team, there's an interview process. And so that's the way I see like these candidate forums and these debates. It's for you to be able to determine like
really who
you want to hire
and go to these interviews.
Show up for the interview and have questions.
Yeah, because really that's it. They're applying for a job
to represent you.
Right. So go and show up as they boss.
Yeah,
and
that's
ask
right.
them the questions.
As a representative of me, here's something that matters to me.
And how are you gonna
That's how you engage in those forums. Like, this ain't for you to just go and sit and say, oh, that sounds real good. That'll be nice if they do that. You got to go in there with what you really want them to do, and then start listening through the lens of your agenda and what you want to have happen. But shout out to the organizers of the candidate forum. I'm starting to see more of them pop up as well.
And then while we're talking about that, we know there's going to be on the ballot about this
property taxes. Before we get into the ballot thing, I want to just give a quick shout out too. I want to shout out Richie Floyd and Lisette Hanowitz. They both have been reelected to their office. So Richie Floyd is city council member for District 8.
Because nobody went against
her. And Lisette Hanowitz is council member for District 4.
So nobody
jumped in the race.
Okay.
And I thought that it was interesting because those two were two of the 3 people who voted against the Tropicana Field last time.
Yeah.
Against that raised development. They're not against Tropicana Field, but they voted against that. It was a 5-3 vote to pass it, and those are 2 of the 3 who voted no. And they were just reelected without an opponent. So I don't know if that mean anything, if they say anything.
I think it speaks volume of like the climate. Like, I mean, I think people at one point was for it, right? Okay. And then after they was like, no, like they see something else, and like there's more people that saying, hold on now.
And the reason I highlight that, the reason I lift that up, because some people were saying at the time that was an electoral issue,
right? And
they were saying, okay, well, depending on how you vote on this thing, that's going to determine whether or not we vote for you. You see what I'm saying?
And you see, they stood on business on
the
their
whole
principles,
time,
and they still got their job.
And they didn't even have a challenger. So does that mean that the people in their district have enough confidence in them to be like, you know what, we're not going to even have nobody's even going to run against you?
I think so.
And we just go like, we rocking with y'all. Nobody get in that race. Let's keep going.
That speaks volume, because there wasn't enough unhappy people to say that we need somebody else to come up there and step up to the plate to go and get your job.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I
talked to Councilmember Floyd, he was looking forward to having an opponent, because he was like, man, I want to do debates. I want to talk to people about my platform.
Yeah.
I want to let them know what we've been able to accomplish, Well, so he was ready for an opponent, but
Well, Floyd, I'll tell you this. Still do that.
Yeah, come on out.
Come
Somebody tag Councilmember Floyd. You still do that. Yeah,
you still. Yeah. And, I mean, a good politician or somebody who wants to keep their job, don't wait until it's election season to tell people. Start doing your own report card right now, so people won't say, "Oh, you just coming around because you want me to re-elect you." Like, now you got the job. Now start doing your own report card, letting people know that you're still out there. This is what I do. I want to know.
These are my priorities. This is what I'm working
here we
on.
go. And this is how I graded myself. Tell me how you grade me. Like, put it in the people's hand, and they know that you're really serious.
No, that's true.
Now, listen, if y'all take my advice, I want my percentage. Okay.
You just gave them some real. And so you were talking about property taxes, and so going to the ballot.
Going to the ballot. I think people are up. Like, but I do think voters are pretty smart. We couldn't even get weed passed, so I don't see this one going, but we'll see what happens.
So
we'll see what happens.
Property tax and weed.
I'm just saying there's a lot of
two different.
No, but what I'm saying is you got to get 60% of everybody, and I think
you don't think 60% of Floridians want to get rid of property taxes.
I think our voters are smart. I want to say. Especially the ones who's looking at property taxes. They're going to look at it. You think they're going to push it?
Man, it's hard to make any predictions. So here's the deal. It's not just the real issues. So the proposal that would fundamentally change how Florida cities are funded is what the debate is. It's not the debate about do you want to lower taxes. The debate is if we want to cut or eliminate property taxes, what actually replaces the money? I think that's the bigger conversation.
And that's what they're going to have. And then once people dive into that, I don't think, and there's too many holes in there for you.
There's not enough solid answers to say, okay, if we don't do this, where are we going to get this money from? So do you think voters care more about the collective and the whole than they do about their individual and personal savings. Because when we tell people go out and vote, you vote your self-interest, your personal interest. If you're going into that booth as a property owner with ridiculous taxes, and this proposal is going to eliminate that ridiculousness from your taxes, is that something that would have you as an individual say, well, I'm voting my interest. I ain't worrying about the rest of all of this stuff.
So I'm gonna
and where they going to get the money from. I need this money for my household. Do you think that's how people going to vote, or are they going to vote for
some people? I think some people are.
Okay.
And then I think there's going to be people that's skeptical.
Skeptical, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. Skeptical.
They ain't buying it.
They might not buy it because they know that once you take that money from something, where is that money going to come from?
Do people care enough about the process?
Yes, some people, because they know it's going to be hit somewhere else.
Okay.
And is it going to be more than what I'm already paying?
Okay.
You know, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, no, that's definitely going to be interesting, but it is.
And I mean, it has to be 60%.
So here's what's actually being proposed. So there are two related proposals being discussed. The proposal one is the most immediate. They're saying increase Florida's homestead exemption from the current amount, which is $50,000 of your taxable value. The proposed is $250,000 over 2 years. So that means a much larger portion of a homeowner's property value would not be taxed. So an example that they gave is if your home value is $350,000, right now the first $50,000 is exempt, and you're paying property taxes on roughly $300,000. Under this new proposal, same scenario, taxes would be paid on roughly $100,000, which would be a significant difference from a taxpayer's perspective. And then the second proposal, we got a caller calling in. The second proposal is around the Governor DeSantis has also discussed a long-term path towards eliminating property taxes altogether. This is what's on your mind, Wednesday. Caller,
hey, Yubi.
Caller, Yubi. Hey, that's the one and only.
Yeah, the property tax. This is the thing. You ever think that the reason why he argued for property taxes, they voting for property taxes because, like I said, they anticipate X amount of foreclosures, being the property tax won't get paid anyway. So we might as well eliminate it because the people that's owning the properties ain't gonna be able to pay because the tax is too high.
So
where does that money come from?
I need to sit with that for a minute, Yubi. And we only got 4 minutes.
Just a thought.
Yeah, you have a way of doing that.
Yeah, I'm going.
No, I hear that. I appreciate that. Thank you for that contribution, man. I just like it. There's all kind of things that's coming up, but we just don't have the time to engage and go back and forth on that. But thank you for that contribution. She said there's a lot of misinformation surrounding property taxes. And then going back to the conversation about the District 6 candidate forum, exactly. The southern part of District 6 needs some help. As a Black voter, your needs may look a little different, and you want to make sure you elect someone that understands this. And District 6 is unique because it really looks like the city.
It looks like the city.
Of the richest
and
some of the poets.
And then you got the middle class. Yeah. You got everything in there.
Yep. And then I guess around property taxes, initially it sounded good, but now the hard questions are being asked and sentiment is changing. I tell you one thing, nobody can out-scam them conservatives. I swear. Ms. Teresa, landlords and especially people who rent better educate themselves about the proposed property tax changes. Mm-hmm. The renters and commercial property owners are going to make up the difference.
Question mark.
Yeah. But I mean, you got to get the money from if you stop, paying it or receiving it, I guess
somebody's gonna have to pay for it,
or you got to eliminate the services that it paid for. So that's what the conversation.
Because I know the city just said like now if it goes there because that goes towards some jobs,
fire, public safety, like I think libraries. There's a whole list of things that they've examined that shows what those things pay for. Oh, here it is: police, fire, rescue, parks, libraries. Some streets, stormwater, recreation programs, and some neighborhood services.
All right, take the streets out because these streets are horrible. Because y'all ain't doing nothing with these streets. Take it out. Can you get the streets done now before they take them?
Before they get this money? Mm-hmm. You voting just on the streets? Oh yeah, because you in the streets, you driving. You spend a lot of time on. And you're right. I'm riding my bike and I'm seeing the issues with these streets. So listen, y'all. Thank y'all for helping us and contributing to. We said we was all gonna do this show today. Thank you for everybody who called in, everybody who commented. We appreciate it. And then on Friday, Freestyle Friday, we have a very special guest that's gonna be joining us. She ain't really a guest at this point. She's family, but she's a guest to our audience. But Rakisha Fuller from Keyshawn's Corner is coming in. She's gonna talk about like the things that she's got cooking, what she's been up to, and what she has.
Because she's been working.
She has been doing amazing work.
Yes.
And so we want to highlight that and talk about an upcoming event that she has. And then we also on Freestyle Friday. It's a lot going on in June. So we want to do a lot of community events, let y'all know what's happening, what's cooking. And make sure that y'all tag a friend, tell a friend. When y'all see these comments and when y'all get into the comment section, here's something y'all could do for us. When you get into the comment section, if you think this is a topic that you like to have us talk about or something that we should discuss on the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, go ahead and tag us in the comments.
Tag a friend.
Yeah, tag us in the comments. So that's all I got, man. I'm excited about the rest of the week.
Yeah.
Up next,
Sister Hugh.
Make you lose your shoes. And shout out around the house.
Yeah, Lord.
You ain't cussing us out today.
No, I'm not. No,
you gonna cuss us on the way out today.
What made me cuss last week? Monday. I can't remember. I'm scratching my head. Okay, but whatever it did.
Whatever it was, Lord have mercy. And he does. So this has been the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother, John.
And this is Kiana.
And we out.
Bing, bing.
On board.